this lecture, we are going to discuss how to write names for the bridged complexes. Already in the previous lecture, we discussed how to write IUPAC names for the bridged complexes. Okay, that is according to the IUPAC rules. Okay, and here we can write the names in another method also. That is also acceptable. Okay, both are correct. Okay, previous case, that is as per the IUPAC rules, this is another method. Okay, so don't confuse, that's why I am making separate video here. Okay, previous one as per the IUPAC rules, and now let us see in another method how can we write the names for the bridged complexes. Okay, so first thing is same. So here we have to find the oxidation state of the metal atom. Okay, so here cobalt oxidation state is +3, but see here, if you observe the complex closely, this is a symmetrical complex. Okay, symmetrical dinuclear complex. See here, this side also we have cobalt and 4 amine ligand. This side we have cobalt and 4 amine ligand. So same units are present here, and in between these two we have two bridged ligands. Okay, so this side same unit cobalt 4 amine. This side also cobalt and 4 amine. In this case we can write, first here we have to write the bridged ligand name. We have two bridged ligands, so that's why di mu hydroxido. Okay, di mu hydroxido. This is a hydroxido ligand bridged, so that's why we are using mu symbol. Okay, next here bis. See here, this unit is repeating 2 times, so that's why we are writing bis. 4 amine ligands and 1 cobalt each side, so that's why we can write tetramine cobalt 3 ion. Okay, so what is the name of this complex in this method? Dimu hydroxido bis tetramine cobalt 3, because this unit is repeating 2 times, so that's why bis tetramine cobalt 3. We have a charge on the coordination sphere, so that's why at the end we are writing ion. Okay, this is one method, or we can write its name, everything is same, di mu hydroxido. Okay, di mu hydroxido bis tetramine cobalt 4 plus. We can write in this way also cobalt. Okay, so dimu hydroxido bis tetramine cobalt 4 plus. See, look at the difference between these two. So here we are mentioning the oxidation state of each cobalt atom. Okay, so oxidation state of the metal here. But here in this one we are simply writing the charge present on the coordination sphere, that is 4 plus. After writing this, okay, bis tetramine cobalt, close this bracket, and again in the brackets we have to write the charge present on the coordination sphere. Okay, clear? So both are correct, or according to IUPAC rule, that is also already we discussed. Okay, according to IUPAC rules, what is its name? So bridged and non-bridged are different, so that's why first we will write the bridged, non-bridged ligand name. Octamine mu dihydroxido dicobalt 3 ion according to the rules, and this is in the another method. Okay, next see this. Here we have this unit same on both sides. Okay, and here we have two different bridged ligands. One is hydroxido, another one is amido. Okay, so here we have to follow the alphabetical order. So mu amido, mu hydroxido. Okay, mu amido, mu hydroxido, two different bridged ligand. Now same unit is repeating here, so that's why bis tetramine, cobalt, three nitrate, because here we have nitrate ligand in the ionization sphere. So this is the cationic part, this is the anionic part. We are writing the cationic part, leave a single space and then write the anionic part name here. Okay, so here we are mentioning the oxidation state of the metal. Clear? So this is in this way, or according to the IUPAC rules, its name will be octaamine, mu amido, mu hydroxido, dicobalt, 3 nitrate. That is as per the rules. These complexes already we discussed in the previous lecture. Okay, and in this method, mu amido, mu hydroxido, bis tetramine, cobalt, 3 nitrate. Okay, next look at this complex. So complex can be written in this way also. Okay, so the bridged complexes. So here, see, this is the metal atom and these are non-bridged ligands, and this is given it like this, and this is bridged ligand. See, in these two cases, along with the metal atom, we are writing non-bridged ligands separately, and bridged ligands are represented with a symbol mu in the brackets. Okay, if only one ligand is present, two ligands, three ligands, whatever it may be. Okay, this in this way also a metal complex can be represented, bridged complex. Okay, so here also we have, see, this is the bridged one. First we are writing bridged, right? So mu hydroxido. Okay, mu hydroxido, and then see, this unit is repeating 2 times, so that's why bis. Okay, mu hydroxido, bis pentaamine chromium, pentamine chromium 5 plus. Okay, pentamine chromium 5 plus, in this way. See, this is nothing but the overall charge present on the coordination sphere. Okay, so mu hydroxido, first bridged ligand name, and then this one bis pentamine chromium, because this pentamine chromium unit is repeating 2 times, so that's why we are using bis. Okay, so that's why mu hydroxido bis pentamine chromium 5 plus. Okay, so close this bracket here, and again within the brackets we have to write the charge present on the coordination sphere. Okay, next look at this complex. So here we have 2 different bridged ligands. Okay, so now we have to follow the alphabetical order. Okay, see, this is nitrito and this is hydroxido. So which will come first, H or N? H will come first in the alphabetical order, so that's why. So this bridged ligand is repeating 2 times. So di mu hydroxido, okay, di mu hydroxido, mu nitrito, di mu hydroxido, mu nitrito. And then see here again this unit is repeating 2 times, so that's why bis. Close the bracket. Bis triamine cobalt. Okay, triamine cobalt. Triamine cobalt. Close the brackets, and here we have a charge 3 plus. So that's why write here 3 plus. Okay, so dimu hydroxido, mu nitrito, bis triamine cobalt 3 plus. Okay, so in this way we can write the names for the bridged complexes in the different method, not as per the IUPAC rules. Both are acceptable. Okay, so whatever is convenient to you that you can follow, but in the examination, especially for advanced level or other entrance examinations like PG entrance, okay, for the BSc level students or for the intermediate level, means for advanced level exams, this type of names also can be asked. Okay, let us see some other examples also. Now let us see some other examples. Look at the first complex. See here. This is the bridged ligand. So that's why dimuclorido. Okay. So bridged ligand repeating 2 times. So dimuclorido. So here bis, because it is repeating 2 times this unit. So that's why bis. So here we have 2 different ligands. So we have to follow the alphabetical order rule. So this will come first in the alphabetical order. So chlorido, triphenyl phosphine. Okay, see this ligand name is triphenyl phosphine. So here we have tri, so that's why write this one within the brackets. Okay, again this one we have to write within the brackets because we have tri. So triphenyl phosphine, that is the name of this ligand. Platinum 2. So this is the name of this complex in this method. Okay, dimuclorido bis chlorido, because here we have 2 ligands, chlorido, triphenyl phosphine, platinum 2. Okay, so because it is a neutral ligand, so here oxidation state of platinum we get as +2. Okay, so you should be very careful here. This is also an important complex because here we have a triphenyl phosphine. Again, we are writing this one within the brackets. Okay, so next see this. So here carbonyl is the bridge ligand. So trimu-carbonyl. Okay, trimu-carbonyl. Next, this unit is repeating 2 times. So this way bis. See here we have 3 carbonyl ligands. So that's why bis tricarbonyl. Okay, tricarbonyl iron 0. Tricarbonyl iron 0, because this is a metal carbonyl. All are neutral ligands. We do not have any charge here. So that's why oxidation state of metal is 0. So what is the name of this complex? Trimu-carbonyl bis tricarbonyl iron 0. Okay, next see this. So this is the bridge ligand. See, this is nothing but acetato. Okay, it is acetato. Sometimes they will give directly like this. AC, the symbol for acetato, or so this one is nothing but CH3 C double bond O minus. Okay, so acetato, this ligand, bridge ligand is acetato. That is repeating 4 times. So that's why here we write tetrakis. See here we should not write tetra because this is a bulky ligand. So no, bulky ligand, so that's why we should write tetrakis, not tetra. So tetrakis mu acetato. Okay, tetrakis mu acetato. Next, see this unit is repeating 2 times, so that's why bis. Okay, so this is for the bridge ligand. So no, tetrakis, because 4 times repeating. This is a bulky ligand, so we are using tetrakis, not a tetra. Okay, the name of the ligand is acetato. So mu acetato. Then bis pyridine. Okay, bis pyridine, copper. The oxidation state of each copper is how much? +2, because this is having negative charge. This is a neutral ligand, so copper will get the +2 charge. Okay, so bis pyridine copper 2. So this is the name of this complex. Tetrakis mu acetato bis pyridine copper 2. Okay, next see this. This is also a special case here. We have, there is no bridge ligand actually, but there is a bond present between the rhenium and rhenium. Okay, so here we have 4 bromine atoms are attached to this. Okay, so here this is the, we have a metal bond is present. So already we discussed this type of example also with manganese. Okay, so here For this ligand, see we have total how many bromines are present? 8 bromines. How many rhenium are present? 2 rhenium atoms are present here. Okay, and we have a negative charge is also present on the complex. Okay, so this we can write bis tetrabromido. Okay, bis tetrabromido renate Okay, so this is the name of this ligand, bis tetrabromido renate. Because here this is a dimeric form, monomeric form is ReBr4. Okay, so we get tetrabromido renate because here we have negative charge. So you must be very careful here. We are adding 8. So bis tetrabromido renate, and this is nothing but we are indicating that there is a rhenium metal bond is present, and then this is the charge present on the coordination sphere. Okay, so this is about the naming of bridged complexes, and this is a special case in which metal bond is present. Okay, so this is about the nomenclature. We have discussed different types of complexes and how to write names. So in the upcoming lectures we discuss VBT, CFT and isomerism. Okay, thank you.